So guys, welcome to the first lesson. Really happy to have you along with us. Now, this is going to be about how do you set up your agency to maximize the chances of your future success. So everything in terms of the kind of content you're going to be wanting to produce, branding tips, super simple stuff. A lot of you guys will probably already have your agency set up. If you do, great, maybe watch along, pick up a few pointers. But if you're completely fresh to this, you're just starting out, this is going to be a really key lesson for you. So let's get straight into it. In terms of the practical agency setup, if you're thinking of names, really simple. You're going to want to go for luxury, nightlife, strip club, all that kind of vibe. You can actually find a list of nightclubs in America on Google, go through that, find a name that works for you. This kind of stuff you want to just get through as quickly as possible. You guys want to start making the money. You want to be getting outreach in. So don't spend too long stressing over a name or a logo or a website, just crack on. So in terms of the logo, you can use multiple sites for this. You could use something like Canva if you want to create your own logo. We recommend using Fiverr because for a small fee, you can pay a freelancer and they'll create you an absolutely beautiful logo that you can use all across your branding. And usually they'll produce a couple of options for you so that you can essentially pick your favorite one. Now that'll only be a small fee, definitely worth it in my opinion. That is kind of going to be the cornerstone of your brand. So yeah, make sure you get yourself a nice logo. In terms of websites, if you are a pro student, if you are in the pro Discord, we actually have obviously provided you with a website. You can use Go High Level to make your website. If not, we sell that individual snapshot, so just get in touch with Marcus via Instagram and we can get you set up with that. If you want to create your own website, 100%, tons of really great places to do that out there. GoDaddy, Shopify, if you want to use something like that, completely up to you guys. Now, in terms of the social media side of things for your agency, you are going to want to essentially follow a little bit of a format for your agency, but you're going to want to use your personal Instagram as well. So in terms of the bio, you can say anything really. Leading agency, number of models, the offer that you make to new girls even. We guarantee to double your income within 3 months, whatever you guys want to do. Obviously a link to your website, a link to your funnel. We're going to talk about funnels a little bit more in a bit. In terms of followers, we recommend buying yourself a minimum of 20k followers just to add that little bit of social proofing element. Social proof in your Instagram is super important. That is going to be the first thing that the model sees when they click on your page. You need it to be professional. You need there to be content, testimonials, all things that we're going to teach you guys how to do. So in terms of the posts, make sure you also hide the like count because obviously, as you say, you bought the followers, you likely won't be getting a huge amount of likes on your posts. Over time, this obviously massively increases. You gain more real followers, but just for the moment, turn off hide like count, saves you buying an absolute ton of likes for every post. And essentially make sure you've got a really professional looking Instagram. Take some inspiration from our Instagram, tons of other agencies out there. Now, if you have a personal Instagram, which I'm making the assumption most of you guys do, even if you've got a small, medium, large following, it's a really good idea to reach out from that personal Instagram account. Now, what can be really quite useful and quite important with this is that if you start posting some luxury content, maybe you driving a nice car or out at nice bars or whatever, that is going to give the portrayal that you are succeeding. And if you obviously claim that you're making your money from OnlyFans management, making money from OFM, when you start reaching out to these models, they're going to want a piece of that lifestyle. So using your personal Instagram, I believe is just as effective as using your agency Instagram. So definitely try and do that if possible. Now, just a couple of other bits in terms of your social setup. So you're going to want a Zoom account for meetings. Consider upgrading because the base Zoom you only actually get 30 minutes, which isn't really enough if you're going to have like a long call with the model. So consider upgrading for that. I think it's like £20 a month or something. Get WhatsApp Business for conversing with the girls. The aim is obviously get the phone number and then from there you can obviously book them in for a call. TikTok for promoting your agency, Twitter for use with model outreach, promotions, the exact same as Instagram. Super simple stuff. You're going to also want to get Calendly. Now this is going to be used for scheduling Zoom calls. Now the great thing about Calendly is that you can essentially choose how long in advance a model can book a call in. You're gonna want to make it as soon as possible because you don't want them to forget, you don't want them to become uninterested. We actually have a whole lesson on Calendly funnels later on in the course, so watch out for that one. DocuSign or PandaDoc. Personally, I probably use PandaDoc. That is a software where you can use the contract we've provided for you and send over legal agreements to the models just to make sure you're covered legally and to obviously make sure that the money's safe too. And just another last little thing, get yourself a business email address. Just going to look way more professional. Use that on your Calendly. That's where the reminder emails are going to come from. So yeah, get yourself that too. Now, really interesting one. In terms of content creation, so it's a really great idea to essentially make some initial posts and stories for your Instagram and other socials. In my opinion, content with your face is by far and away the best type of content. If you're taking selfie videos like this, if you are maybe sat at a desk like I am now, if you've got a decent setup, anything like that is super effective. you are going to have way more success if a model, reads your messages, looks at your Instagram, sees you, sees that you're a reputable person, a real person, you're not just, a scary nobody behind a screen. That's so important. And this is going to massively increase your conversion rate. So in terms of kind of amount of content and a little example as well, it could be you sat at your desk, professional logo behind you on the screen, just like I'm talking to you guys now. And it's going to be something like, hey guys, Harry from Aura here, really keen to explain a little bit more about our services. Recently taken on a lot of models and propelled them to some huge numbers, and then maybe pop up a couple of results on the screen. Super simple editing. You can post these on TikTok, you can post them as reels, you can post them on Twitter. So if you're making this content, it's just, you can use it across every platform, which is absolutely ideal. Now, when you're kind of regularly creating these content, we say minimum you want to be doing 2 pieces of content per day. That's going to be 60 pieces of content per month. And if you're really consistent with that, within a couple of weeks, you're going to have a packed out Instagram, Twitter, all these social media pages, and you're going to look like a really, really legitimate agency. You're going to look like you completely know what you're doing. And when you're reaching out to these models, they're going to see a friendly face. And that's going to massively increase your conversion rate for sure. So if you already actually have girls onboarded, get them to do some joint advertisements with you. Get some testimonials. For example, if you've got a model you've got a great result with, get them on a Zoom call like this, record it and post it. Maybe post it on YouTube to your agency YouTube account, or post it, chop it up, put it on Reels. If you actually have models and you're getting good results already, definitely make sure you're utilizing them for testimonials. Make sure you're utilizing them to grow and get even more models. Maybe even do it in like a podcast style, something like that. That works really well. If you check out Marcus's YouTube, there's quite a lot of podcasts with models on there. You'll see exactly what we mean there. But yeah, good stuff. So another really, really key element, as I touched on briefly there, is going to be testimonials. Now, if you have models already, if you're getting some really, really great results already, make sure you're getting as many testimonials as possible. And now that is going to increase your response rate absolutely hugely, just on the basis that if a girl sees another girl talking about how great your services are, they're instantly going to trust you straight away. Now, if you are really wanting some testimonials, as I'm sure all of you are, and maybe you don't have any models, you can also use a little trick that we like to use. Now, you can hop onto Fiverr, or you can hop onto Upwork or something like that. And there's tons and tons of services where you can send a script to a girl, she'll do a selfie video talking about how great your agency is, talking about the results you maybe got, etc. And then from there, you're kind of free to post that on every single platform that you have an account on. It's a really, really great little cheeky tactic. So make sure you guys are using that. Now, another thing for your agency Instagram, for your personal Instagram, you're going to be wanting to boost your following a little bit. So in terms of who you follow, you're going to want to start following 50 or so small to medium-sized OnlyFans models. Now, this is going to imply that you are associated with them and just further add to the social proof. Don't go following huge creators. Don't go following Karina Conf, people like that, because everyone knows that you don't manage them. It's going to be super, super obvious. So make sure you're following some small to medium-sized creators. That's going to give the impression that you know the industry, you're working with models already, and everything we're discussing here is just aimed to build as much confidence around your brand. And you need to be viewed in a trustworthy and professional light, both by casual observers and by potential models. Maybe a model's boyfriend may come across your page or something like that. So make sure everything is absolutely pristine. 12-month plan. What do I mean when I say that? So you've made the investment to join Aura. No doubt at this point you're incredibly enthusiastic, that's absolutely brilliant, but you need to maintain this level of enthusiasm and this work rate. This is the only way that you're going to make proper success out of this. Get yourself a goal, divide it by 12, now you know what you need to do every single month, and you need to put the systems in place to get to that point. Now we will help you every step of the way. Obviously, the eventual aim of your agency is to turn it into a fully autonomous business. With our help, this is more than achievable. You just need to put the work in and stay committed. So happy to have you guys with us. Really looking forward to getting some of the meatier lessons very soon. And I'll see you guys in the next one.